Welcome to the RedefineU Mind, Body, and Biz Summit. We have expert speakers from every industry who have come together to help you level up in every area of your life. We want you to get the most out of this session. So take a seat, silence your phone, grab a pen and notebook, and get prepared to be redefined.
Hi, I'm Crystal Austin. I am so grateful to have this opportunity to share with all of you. I am a life coach who loves to help women get more energized about life by discovering their purpose, breaking down barriers that are holding them back, and empowering them to create the life they truly desire. I'm so excited to share with you how to overcome barriers that have kept you stuck. But before I get started, I want to share with you 3 life stories that I have encountered as a life coach. Now, this first woman I want to share with you, she is a mom of a 2-year-old and a newborn. She just had her second baby and was still staying at home. Her family was going through a tough time financially and living with a family member. There were days they were scraping for pennies and clipping coupons to buy diapers. They were financially drowning. She and her husband did their very best to stay positive and keep a loving environment for their children, which they did. And she wanted to start contributing to the family financially, but do something flexible so she can stay at home with the kids and something meaningful at the same time. That began her search for her passion and her purpose. However, when it came to learning more about her passions and getting the training that she needed to pursue it, she met roadblocks. She couldn't afford the training or the opportunities that she so desperately desired. All financial means were already exhausted. She felt frustrated and discouraged, and she returned to the workforce while trying to balance the pursuit of her purpose. Now, the second woman I want to share with you is she has an unbelievable determination. She knows her purpose. She has been through some training. She fills her mind with knowledge that will help her reach her goals. She's taking risks that even surprise herself. She's making progress slowly but surely. Others tell her how proud they are of her, but she still doubts herself. She still has those moments where she believes she is not good enough. She has accomplished so much, but she doesn't see it as a big deal. She is a perfectionist and questions herself and her abilities, and she feels like an imposter. Now, the last woman I want to share with you, she was ready to make some big moves and take her dreams to the next level. Personally, her life has been a roller coaster ride the last few years. More recently, she and her husband were suddenly ripped apart. Although it would be temporary, it brought unexpected strain to the family. Her family had just moved and they were very excited about that. And suddenly, she had to become like a single mom, working full time, and the weight of everything on her shoulders. She was nearing a breakthrough in her business ventures, and it seemed like time after time, it was always something, always a situation, crisis, some barrier that was in her way. Now, let me tell you, I know these women all too well. The woman who lives in financial strain, the woman who's successful but feels like an imposter, and the woman who constantly meets crisis. In fact, these are not 3 different women. This is one woman, and it's actually me. I've lived those experiences. So I know what it feels like to feel lost, to doubt myself, to not have the financial means, and to have intense life circumstances while trying to walk in my purpose. Many times we let these type of barriers get in our way. We say, oh, it wasn't meant to be, or I just can't do it right now. What are some barriers that keep you stuck? Or I can ask, what are some barriers that you think are keeping you stuck? There are some things out of our control that hinder us, yes. But there are some things that we create in our minds that we make barriers. And barriers may be life circumstances like a health crisis, lack of support, financial difficulties. Are your thoughts and beliefs like doubt, fear, perfectionism, or thinking, I don't want to look like I don't know what I'm doing, or somebody else is already doing that? So, how do you pursue your passions and fulfill your purpose when you have so many obstacles? How do you overcome barriers that have kept you stuck? What did I do? What I'm about to share with you are not just things I read about or made up. These are things that I've done to overcome barriers that kept me stuck. And understand it is a work in progress. There are still times when I must check in with myself, gather myself, and refocus. So, three things I want to share with you today are how your thoughts create your reality, how to conquer your environments, and how to gain the confidence to take action. So, first, your thoughts create your reality. Your thoughts can keep you stuck or help you level up. In Proverbs 23:7, it says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So, whatever you think and put your energy towards will manifest in your life. So, you want to make sure your thoughts are in alignment with the desires of your heart. So, first, you need to change your thoughts about yourself. So, how do you do that? Constantly feed your mind with positivity and knowledge. Read books, listen to podcasts, watch YouTube videos. I was consumed with that. My car became my classroom for learning and motivation when I was commuting back and forth. When I was going about other daily tasks where I had time to listen to podcasts and watch YouTube videos, I was working to transform my mind. In Romans 12:2, it says, in part, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So, in order to change, in order to be extraordinary, you have to transform the way you think. Also, turn negative thoughts into positive affirmations. So, we know that negative self talk destroys, it will stop you in your tracks. So, we have to reframe that negative self talk. We have to reframe those limiting beliefs. And for example, and I can attest to this one, I'm an introvert, I'm quiet, and no one will take me seriously or want to hear what I have to say. Instead, say, I'm an introvert, I'm quiet, and I'm professional, valuable, and have wisdom that others want to hear. Now, one sounds very heavy and discouraging, and the other feels uplifting and inspiring. So we have to make sure we don't get consumed with negative self-talk. We have to reframe that and change that around. Make sure you change what you've always believed about yourself, if that applies to you. So how many times have you caught yourself saying or heard someone else say, that's just not me. I've always been this way. I don't do that kind of thing. You have the power to change how you see yourself. You can change what you've always believed about yourself. You don't have to stay who you've always been. You don't have to see yourself the same way. Even if you've been that way for years and years, you have the power to change that. Change the way you see yourself. Start being who you want to be. You have the power to do that. So not only do we need to change your thoughts about yourself, you also need to change your thoughts about your circumstances. So you will go through some intense life circumstances at some point. Remember, you are not your circumstances. Your circumstances are circumstances, and you are the one who puts meaning to them, whether positive or negative. So remember these things. Obstacles and tests are temporary and will make you stronger. So tests and trials are things that we go through. We do not stay in them. It passes by. It is not meant to stay, it's meant to come and pass. Like a thunderstorm, right? It's always moving. It comes and then it goes by. But I know sometimes it feels like you've been in that storm for the longest. I've been there too. And that actually reminds me of 2016. So I lived in South Louisiana. And in 2016, we had a historic flooding event. So it rained here for days, nonstop. And that seems like that storm was sitting over us for the longest. And that created a massive historic flooding event. People lost their homes, people lost their businesses, their jobs. It was just a tragedy all the way around. But for some, greater came out of that. Opportunities came out of that. So it's a matter of how you see it, how you take advantage of it. So obstacles make you stronger, refine you, develop you, and help you reach your fullness. I can truly say that I feel so much stronger after going through the things that I have been through in my life. Next, recognize that trials and tests are inevitable in order to try your faith in yourself, to try your vision. It tests your commitment. Is it real, or are you going to easily give up? At the first sight of an obstacle, are you going to throw your hands up and say it wasn't meant to be? Can you be trusted with that vision? So when you come across a trial, a test, an obstacle, don't take it as a sign that it must not be what I'm supposed to be doing. Recognize the test for what it is, just a test. Also practice gratitude. And this is something I do daily as well. I write down 5 to 10 things that I am grateful for every day. You can write down 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for every day. Look for the blessings for where you are right now. What are you grateful for? There is so much to be grateful for right now in your life, even if you're going through a storm in your life. So what are you grateful for? Run your own race. Don't look to the right. Don't look to the left at what other people's life circumstances are, comparing yourself. Look forward. Run your own race. Look at the blessings and the opportunities right in front of you. If you're looking to the right and to the left, you can't see those blessings and those opportunities that's right in front of your path. So be grateful for where you are. And that will bring that positivity you need. Negativity cannot stay where positivity is. And where you're focused on gratitude, that negativity has to go. So I know when times get tough and negative thoughts try to take over, whether it's about yourself or your circumstances, here are some other things to remember along the way. Have a strong and compelling why. Now we hear that all the time, have a why. And many times we first think about my why is my family. I'm doing this for my family, my kids, or the lifestyle that I want. That's all well and great. I have those whys too. But what is something bigger, something compelling, something strong? And that is, you can help change the world with the contribution that you make. Your purpose is bigger than yourself. People are waiting for you right now to help them in the way only you can help them. That's why it's important to know your purpose and your gifts, to use your gifts to offer the world. Life is about serving, not obtaining material things or status. Also, use your imagination. What would your life look like and feel like when? How will you feel if you decided to act on your dreams? What do you imagine your life to look like? You can have that. God put it in your imagination for a reason. And you keep thinking about it over and over again because it's yours. So put attention to that. Where your attention goes, energy flows. So you will start living in alignment with that vision as you put more attention to it. So next we need to know how to conquer your environment. Level up your relationships. Avoid negative people. Now, there are times when someone you highly respected, someone close to you, someone who you thought would support you will tell you you can't do that. But don't allow others who are not given your vision to dictate the decisions you make. God gave them to you, not them. God gave that vision to you, not them. And then there are some people who just don't want more out of life. And we have to make sure we sometimes love people from a distance if needed to protect yourself. But if you must be around certain negative people, and sometimes we can't help it, whether it's because of family or is because it's at the workplace, make sure you put on your armor. Be mentally prepared for those situations. Also, surround yourself with mentors, people who have experience in what you want to do. Have people around you who can pour knowledge and wisdom into you. Then you can learn from them, see their example, learn from their experiences, and you can start living your life in the way you want to live it because you see that example and you learn from them. Have an accountability partner, someone that checks in with you saying, hey, how are you doing on that goal? Do you need any help with that? Are you going to be an accountability partner for them too? And you check in with them. How are you doing on your goal? And both of you can be working towards positivity and have that positive energy around you. Have boundaries. Say yes to what fits into what you want to do and no to what does not align with your vision. That's so important. Also, to conquer your environment, make sure you have a physical space for productivity. Have a space for prayer, a space for meditation, a space for productive work. If you don't have a space in your home to do that, create a small area. I know sometimes at one point in my life, I didn't have the space where I lived. Every area felt like chaos. So I went to the park. I went outside. So be creative. Do what you need to do to make sure you have a space for productive work. Get rid of negative images, news, movies, music that promote harm, violence, or anything that will distract you from being productive. Next, how to gain confidence to take action. And this is something not new, it's not surprising. You've heard it before, and you just have to do it. You have to do it to gain confidence in it. You have to take that leap of faith. Do it scared. If you need to, take small steps. Take small bite-sized pieces. Show up consistently no matter how slow things are progressing. Some progress is better than no progress. You do not have to be perfect to start. It does not have to be perfect to start. You will learn through the process. And when you are under the bondage of perfectionism, you either don't start or you are so hard on yourself that you never have peace within yourself. So know your gifts so you can put them in action. Put yourself in position to use your gifts, to refine them. Use your current job, church, ministry, or volunteer to refine your gifts. When you use them, you gain experience with them. Then you gain the confidence in that. Build your confidence by remembering your accomplishments. Seek out and focus on what you've done well. Now, our brains tend to automatically focus on what has gone wrong. Instead, focus on what has gone right. Celebrate your wins. Celebrate yourself. In a way, it proves yourself to yourself. You say, oh yeah, I did accomplish that. I did do that. I was successful in doing that. And keep reminding yourself of that. Know your value and believe in yourself. Know that you make a difference. You are valuable and worthy. Embrace what's unique about you, because only you can do what you do the way you do it. Know that your gifts were given to you for greatness. If you have trouble believing in yourself, believe who God says you are. You are a child of God, chosen, special, loved, victorious, created with a purpose, and meant to live a successful, prosperous, and abundant life. And make sure you take the steps to improve yourself. Take the classes you need, courses, webinars. Be resourceful. If you can't afford it at this moment, take advantage of free content. I had to do that at one point in my life. I took advantage of free content such as podcasts, YouTube videos. I read books. There's so much out there, so you can still be growing and progressing, even if you don't have the financial means yet. Get counseling, coaching that you need. I've had both. Both were very beneficial to me to work through unresolved issues and learn what to do to become a better you. Take care of your physical and mental health as well, your spiritual health as well. Get to know yourself. Spend time with yourself. We spend a lot of times around other people. We spend a lot of time occupied. But spend some time with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Ask yourself tough questions. Know your values. Know what you stand for. Search scripture concerning those qualities and characteristics you seek. Write down those characteristics of the person you would like to be and start thinking like that person, making decisions like that person. Then decide. You must decide for yourself. You must have a strong commitment and determination. So when you hit a barrier, you have already made up in your mind that you are going to keep going. Giving up is not an option. So ask God to help you, to give you the clarity and the strength you need. Have that connection with the source, and a relationship and guidance from the Holy Spirit. But you have to take action. Faith without works is dead. We can have all the knowledge in the world that we need, but unless we take action, nothing will happen. Nothing will change. Nothing will get done. So remember, your thoughts create your reality. Conquer your environments. Gain the confidence you need to take action so you can overcome barriers that have kept you stuck. Then you can contribute your value to the world. Have that sense of significance and fulfillment you are seeking. Now, if you would like to get more energized about life by discovering your purpose, breaking through barriers that are holding you back, and becoming empowered to create the life you truly desire, I would love to connect with you. I have worked with several women who have reached a breakthrough in their lives. So to connect with me, I have a free Facebook group called Thriving in Her Purpose. I share lots of content there that is helping so many women. So you can also search my main Facebook profile, which is my name, Crystal Austin. That will also direct you to the free group. And follow me on Instagram at Crystal N. Austin, where I share there too. Now, it has truly been my pleasure to share with you. God bless.
The RedefineU Summit was created with you in mind. We are gearing up for next year's summit and we want you. Are you an author, speaker, coach, business owner, or leader in your industry? If your answer is yes, we want to work with you. Speaking during a global summit such as this is an excellent way to increase your brand awareness, share your message with a new audience, and increase your clientele. If you'd like to apply to become a speaker, please visit www.RedefineUSummit.com to schedule a free call with someone from our team.
Are you ready to unleash the power of your pen and write your way to success and wholeness in every area of your life? Our journals help you find your purpose, birth your business, achieve your health goals, grow spiritually, and pursue healing from trauma. Indie Writes began because I saw the impact of intentional journaling on not just my mental and spiritual well-being, but also on my goals and my dreams. I started to question my thoughts and behaviors, seek solutions, and obtain strategies for success in the Word of God. Learn more at IndieWrites.com.
Join the InspireU Network text community to receive a dose of inspiration sent straight to your mobile device. To sign up, text the word INSPO to 833-749-0420.